Hey, what's up, folks? It is race day. We are at Bonecrusher. This is a race weekend in Madras, Oregon, near Bend, Oregon, in Central Oregon. It was snowing coming over the mountains, and then it's beautiful weather out here now, so we'll see how it goes. Today there's a short track race. Tomorrow there is a cross-country race. I'm gonna line up and see how we do. They're great races. This should be a lot of fun. Let's see what happens. All right, this first race of the day was the Cat 2 field that went off, and I took a little video of this here. It's led by a bunch of juniors, which is just fantastic. But some good shots of the start chute. This is generally uphill right there, so it's a full gas, pretty max effort to cruise up there. So good stuff. But gorgeous, beautiful weather, sunny. It was cold, but you can see Mount Hood there in the distance. Here's a little ripper, Johnny Hogue getting a little sideways. That kid is on Team Booger. I believe that he's 13 years old, so he's crushing. Good for him. All right, here's the start of the Cat 1 field. A whistle blew, and here we go. And believe it or not, I averaged over 700 watts for this start chute. And look, I keep getting passed by people. I started off at about 800 or 900 watts and held that for 5 or 6 seconds and then settled into about 600 watts. But that whole start chute there still was about a 700 watt effort, and I still got passed by tons of guys. This guy right in front of me, this is Tom Reese. He's from Spokane. I've raced him quite a bit. He's a very good cyclocross racer, but he ended up winning our field. This is what the lap is on the left. Up the start chute from the little green dot, and then down this little single track section where you were unable to pass on this little single track section. And you can see we're all lined up here, and I'm just sitting on wheels waiting for a chance to pass people. But in this Cat 1 field, when it opens up and a spot is able to pass people, generally everybody's going faster. We get off that little single track. This is still single track, but it's much wider, and this is uphill. And so this little section was, you could get around people, although I don't think I ever passed anybody on this section. And then it turned on to this double track, and so fantastic. I'm including this clip right here because I actually passed 2 people. Now, they weren't in my age group. They were actually in the younger age group, but I was really proud of myself that I actually passed 2 people in this race. This is so freaking disappointing. From there, we go downhill here, and we hit these 2 little jumps. You couldn't hit them super fast. The first one was a little bit of a kicker, so you kind of had to absorb it, that one. And then the next one was a bit of a tabletop, and you could kind of float over the top of it, which was what I was trying to do there and stay with the guys on me. So we're coming in here to the end of lap 1. These laps were only about 4.5 minutes long, and we did 5 laps in this race, which meant this is only a 20-minute race. It was like 23 minutes for me, so not very long. That's what short track races are supposed to be, about 20 minutes, full gas, just maximum effort. And here I am on this guy's wheel just trying to save. So here we are, back to the start-finish chute, and I'm doing 700 watts again up this start chute, and guys are riding away from me. Come on. So that's lap 1. I think we only did 5 laps. And look, some dude just went away from me. So back down and to the jump line here. And this guy ahead of me, I actually didn't know it at the time, but he was in my field. This guy, I'm not exactly sure where he's from. And he's older. I think he's 59 or 60 years old. Fantastic. The dude was freaking crushing it. So I did not know he was in my age group at that time. And then boom, I get passed by another guy. Now, it turns out that both these guys were 50 plus. So Antonio and what's the other guy's name? Is it Dave? I'm not exactly sure. But okay, so I did get around Dave here on the start finish chute climb. And it's not really a climb, it's just kind of uphill. And Antonio wanted me to go into the single track first, but I didn't have the gas at the moment to get around him. So I just kind of settled in behind him. And so from here, the rest of the race, that was lap 2. It was me trying to stay with these 2 guys and just kind of do the best that I could. and you can see that they're just 2 seconds up here ahead of me. And on that hill, I couldn't quite stay with them. Dave tries to go around that first jump, and so I was making a little bit of ground onto him, and I was able to catch these guys on these downhills. And so, okay, I'm with these guys. Let's stay right with them. This looks like this is where my race is going to be, even though I didn't know it at the time. So, okay, fantastic. I'm right with these guys again. We're back up to start-finish shoot, and I am going to lay down some watts so that I can get up around these guys. And nope, I cannot get up around these guys. Now, granted, I wasn't doing 700 watt repeats at this point. I was doing 500 watts, and that wasn't enough to keep them in line. So that's just the way short track is. They're short races, they're tight laps, and you just want to kind of go with it as fast as you can. So you can see that they're both right up there ahead of me. They're not that far away, and they feel like they're within reach, but man, I just couldn't quite stay with them. I think they both beat me by like 20 seconds or so. It wasn't super long. It wasn't a big gap, but it was enough that we came to a point where I shut it down. So and here's the finish, me coming in the finish line, and pretty full gas there. So that's Tom Reese from Spokane, who won the 50 plus age group, which is fantastic. Good for him. And then a little debrief with my teammate Chris Serrett.
I don't think I beat any 50-year-olds. Seriously? Yeah.
So I ended up having just a little bit better time than him, which is pretty funny.
That's funny.
So this is what my race was. Chris won his age group in the Cat 2 field. And, I was pretty proud of a couple of numbers. My normalized power was 324. My intensity factor, 1.10. So that's up there quite a bit. Those are good numbers for me. This is Kurt Critchko, another teammate who ended up winning his field as well. Good job, Kurt and Chris. Congratulations. But for me, I ended up 4th place in the 50 plus field out of 4. Yep, that sucks. That's where I'm at. So I guess I'll just go out and get my ass kicked again tomorrow. All right, thanks for watching.